Lucky me. I was just finished with my raking, and then suddenly the sky just opened and the rain came pouring down. Gosh, it was so fascinating. And I was so happy that I was finished with the work. I've been doing the raking for ever since the last vlog, which is now 14 days ago. Every single spare time I've had, I've been out raking, doing all sorts of things that needs to be done in the garden. Because my garden is so large, it's anyway almost too large for me, but now maybe I can at long last get the garden working. Anyway, I enjoy being out doing physical things. Not too heavy, but I like being outside. I have all my neighbors. They are farmers. And this last week, the weather has been nice. And they have been working day and night to get everything ready so that we can have food on our table. I'm so impressed. They put in so much hard work and so long hours. This happens every year, but I think it's time that we appreciate the fantastic work that they are doing. Because if they didn't do it, we wouldn't have food on our table. And we need food. So, farmers all over the world, thank you for what you are doing. You may wonder what it is behind me. That is a picture made by my father, who was, at his time, a rather famous Norwegian artist. Jørleif Uthaug, he was called. And I was very lucky to inherit this beautiful picture with this man lying in calmness and contemplating life. When I think about the farmers and when I see the farmers working day and night, I think there's so much, we have so much in common, the farmer and the artist. Because when we are working, when I work on a project, for instance, or when my father was working for an exhibition, he was working day and night to be finished. The deadline was there. And when I do a show, it's the same. The deadline is there. I just have to work. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I'm working, pushing until I'm there. And that's just the same as the farmers are doing. Now, when it's spring, they have to be finished. They have to start. They have to get the soil ready. They have to do all the things that they have to do. Because you can't wait. You can't wait a fortnight. It's too late then. So it's now or never. So I like being here. And when I see the farmers working like they are doing now, I not only get impressed, but I also get the nerve and the energy to say, it's my turn now. So it's a nice balance being an artist just out in the countryside, living in the countryside. Some people said to me the other day, who are you lifting up? And I said, I don't know. Should I? Of course you should. Every person in the world should lift someone up. I thought that was so wonderful said. So, today I want to lift up the farmers. I want to lift up everybody who is doing something for other people. What a gift. Whether it is your work or if it is voluntary work. We've had a very difficult year in the pandemic, the Covid-19. Some people still believe that there is just somebody made up this, and they don't believe that there is a pandemic going on. I just don't understand. Over 3 million people have died. Think of how many families that has lost someone. How many have lost their friends, their family member, their grandmother, their grandfather, even their children, their sister, their brother, their cousin. 3.2 million people have died during this last year because of the pandemic Covid-19. And you are not allowed to have a proper funeral. You're not allowed to go into the sick bed. Maybe 2 people, maybe 3 people. But there are so many restrictions, and having this sorrow just in front of you and not being able to grieve properly. That is so sad. And I pity all of you that have experienced this tragedy. Last week, I lost a friend, not from COVID, but she just died. She had never been ill. She was the strongest in the clan. And then she doesn't wake up in the morning. And none of her friends could attend the funeral. And if we had been able to, we would have been hundreds there, because she was that kind of person that lifted her friends up. I was thinking about what we do for this pandemic. I have this mask, and I use it when I am at work. I use it when I go out in the shops, or if I sit in a bus, or anywhere. But I find it very difficult to to breathe. It's all right if I don't say anything, but when I do speak with this mask, I feel claustrophobic. So it's good when you go shopping and you don't have to talk to anyone, but it's not very nice when you have to have a meeting with other people or teaching as I do. So I bought myself this face shield instead, and I started using that at school. And this is something quite different. First of all, I can breathe. I can see everybody. I don't need to have this enclosure, and it's just as efficient. So if you come across this kind of face shield, I recommend you buy it, and it's not any more expensive than this one. So that's what I can recommend today, if there is anything to recommend. I have taken some wonderful pictures from around my house today, and I'm going to show you. Bye for now.